in this video, we're going to learn how to multiply rational expressions. So let's take a look at the steps we will need to use in order to do that. The first thing you'll want to do is factor all of the numerators, then factor all of the denominators. After that, you'll be able to multiply straight across and cancel any common factors in order to simplify. So let's take a look at this example. X over x squared plus 9x plus 20 times x squared plus 2x minus 15 over 2x. So we're going to start by factoring out the numerators. In this case, that's just the second numerator. And we need to find two numbers that multiply to negative 15 and add to 2. Those two numbers are going to be positive 5 and negative 3. Now we can continue factoring, this time the denominators. Looking at that first fraction, we need to find two numbers that multiply to 20 and add to 9. Those numbers are going to be 5 and 4. So now that we've written this out in its factored form, both the numerators and the denominators, we're going to be able to multiply straight across. That's going to give us x times x plus 5 times x minus 3 over 2x times x plus 4 times x plus 5. Notice I did bring that 2x out in front because it is simpler to have it the monomial or single term piece by itself in the front. Now that I've done that, I'm going to be able to cancel common factors. So notice that both the numerator and the denominator have an x and an x plus 5. So I will cancel those out and I'm left with x minus 3 in the numerator and 2 times x plus 4 in the denominator. Now let's try another example. This one is x squared minus 16 over x squared minus 11x plus 28 times x squared minus 8x plus 7 over 5x plus 20. So in this case, in order to factor the numerators, I'm going to have to work with both fractions. Now in the first fraction, the numerator x squared minus 16 is a difference of squares, and I can write it as x plus 4 times x minus 4. Looking at the second fraction, I need to find two numbers that multiply to 7 and add to negative 8. That's going to be minus 7 and minus 1. Now that I factored my numerators, I can move on to factoring my denominators. Looking at the first fraction, I need to find two numbers that multiply to 28 and add to negative 11. Those two values are going to be minus 4 and minus 7. For the second fraction, I can tell that I have a greatest common factor of 5, so I'll pull that out of each part of my denominator, and I get 5 times x plus 4. Now that this is completely factored, I will be able to multiply across. That's going to give me x plus 4 times x minus 4 times x minus 7 times x minus 1 all over 5 times x plus 4 times x minus 4 times x minus 7. Now that's a lot going on, but the great thing is that we're going to be able to cancel out common factors. We have an x plus 4 on top and bottom, also an x minus 4 and an x minus 7. When I get rid of all of those things, I'm left with just x minus 1 over 5, which is a lot simpler. And that is how you multiply rational expressions.